Peace, peace, family. This video right here is about what was black people's religion before slavery. Now, I know that religion is man-made. Black people didn't have a religion. We had a way of life, an understanding. But I'm creating the title in a manner to where people who ask me these questions, you know, can come across this video and it can be answered on a widespread platform versus me keep answering this question individually as time goes on. And so with that being said, monotheism and all of these other man-made fictitious religions, okay, especially the monotheistic religions via you know, Judaism, Islam, and Christianity, are all Caucasian created religions. Now, when you ask what did black people worship, all right, I don't even like using worships because that's a Caucasian terminology to misrepresent our oneness with the universe. So, you know, I want people to understand, I know they have a vast, diverse audience, right? But we have to understand why things were created and not just what was created. And so when we understand the specific, you know, misleading terms and things like that that are used towards African civilizations, we have to understand why they're placed there. Black people, okay, my ancestors had a specific understanding with the universe that was purposely distorted and misconceived to make us look like we were uncivilized savages. For example, right, I'll just use Egypt, for example, right? Egypt, right? They say we worship the sun, okay? Nobody worshiped the damn sun. We understood that melanin was condensed sunlight and you get your soul from the solar system, okay? This why, whatchamacallit, Egyptians called themselves children of the sun. So we understood that the sun was the electromagnetic sustainer and manifester of the physical plane and physical reality. Okay, it sustained physical life. So the universe is the manifester of potentiality via the metaphysical realm, and it is through the portal of the sun, because the sun is actually a portal, that physical life is manifested at a specific terahertz frequency that you're able to digest and experience through electrical signals being downloaded and perceived through your 5 physical senses and interpreted by your brain. And so our ancestors understood that, okay? Now what Europeans did, okay, and other races, when they came amongst black people, where we were, specifically Africa, they were soon, you know, diagnosed with the realization that they cannot be sustained or exist with underneath the sun. So even to this day, skincancer.org confirms that every 57 minutes, one non-black person dies of skin cancer via the sun.
Before we even start, I have to read this email that this one dude sent to me, okay? Now, originally, the ones that been watching me, y'all know I came out with a Hebrew Israelites video, right? When I just kept bashing religion, going ham at religion. And then right after that, I had like a realization moment, and I came into the understanding that, yo, we are God. You feel me? If you didn't see that video, go ahead and watch that video. It's titled, We Are God, okay? It comes right before my Free Your Mind video, okay? So if you want to know how I feel more on that topic, We Are God, just go watch that video, and you're going to be ready for this video. So pretty much the dude texted me, was like, yo, bro, I think you need to change your thoughts on religion, blah, blah, blah. I think you need to read the Quran some more, you know what I'm saying? He wasn't on no bash shit. He was just telling me, yo, you need to read Quran and all that. That's pretty much all he said. So he even said, yo, if you read the Quran and really understand, I'll send you $100 right now, you feel me? So I pretty much responded back to him, and I was like, appreciate this email. I was in my ego too much these past couple weeks, but I'm glad I was, because it actually fully awakened me. I'll give it a read, but it won't necessarily change my outlook on God. God is a man-made construct, European to be exact, that was made to understand or justify how or why the world exists. Even in Kemet, people have the misunderstanding that that our ancestors were worshiping gods, but they weren't, and they didn't even call them gods. Our ancestors made up those characters, Horus, Set, and Ra, and knew they were characters and didn't believe they were real. It was all about symbolism and helping you in this experience. And they were based off of nature, why they resembled animals. Every religion was either inspired or stolen from ancient Kemet. People just actually started believing that these people in religious books were real, and that's not the case. We didn't create Horus and start actually believing Horus was an actual dude. We didn't create Ra and actually believe, oh, it's a dude in the sky, he got an ego head. No. Okay, now where was I? Boom, 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 where was I? Okay, we didn't actually start believing that these people in religious books were real, and that's not the case. And then you have to come into reality and understand things aren't easy and simple. What's the point of living life and experiencing it if all the answers is in a book, especially one that no one knows who exactly wrote it and why? We have to come into reality. God is not a person, but an intelligence. God is us. We are the God consciousness, as I said in my recent video, and our only purpose is to experience life. In religion, they make it seem like God is a person by displaying the concept as a him and saying he's loving and also jealous, giving him human qualities. But you have to realize you can only develop those qualities if you have experienced life in full blast. You don't come out the womb loving or hateful. You get those based on your experience. God has never experienced those things because God isn't a human on earth or an organism on any planet. So that lets you know that whoever created these man-made religions is in fact a he, she, and is human. I God am a jealous God. I God am a loving God. That's impossible because the only way you can develop the emotions loving or the traits loving and jealous is if you actually experience life to make you loving or jealous. You feel me? I'm not against, hold on, what else I say? Okay, boom. And then I said, that's how you know it is in fact a he or she and is human. Because only a human would know how those emotions feel and use those emotions to describe themselves. I'm not against religion as much as I was before because people have the power to do what they want and believe what they want. Everybody can keep their religion, just don't let it hold you back and don't actually take it serious and really believe when we die, we're going to get judged by some being we never met or talked to. Use religion to help your personality, but not your way of life. And then he responded and said, appreciate your response, my brother. I understand what do you think the purpose of life is? What is going to happen after we die? We all going to heaven without getting judged? I'd love to hear your opinion on that. What do you think the purpose of life is? What is going to happen after we die? We all going to heaven without getting judged? I'd love to hear your opinion on that topic. So then I responded right after and I said, the purpose of life is literally just to experience life. Everyone always saying I got to get on my purpose. But in reality, they've been on their purpose since they came out the womb. The only reason physical life even exists is because consciousness, aka God, birthed itself into existence. Scientists call it the Big Bang, but it's just us coming into existence. The reason it birthed itself into existence because it wanted to have a physical experience with emotions and not just experience blankness and nothingness. When these bodies die, we will just keep taking different paths as a consciousness as we've been doing for billions of years. Some will choose to reincarnate, some will choose to reincarnate and experience all angles of life, which will take forever. And I'm doubtful we will even experience all angles of life as a whole because there will always be new planets coming into existence. And we have yet to experience every planet, let alone the new one.
This is your spirit, and these are the elements. What they did was they created the 6-point star out of our elements. This was never evil. This was our spirit, and our spirit is way powerful than all of the elements since we come straight from the Creator. Now, we're going to go ahead and get into it, bro. More illusions. So basically, you are looking at Set, the Egyptian god of war. Also, we have Anubis, the god of the afterlife. We did not worship these gods. And if we reverse the word God around, you will see it is a dog. And Anubis' head was a dog. Now we combine both of their names. It is Set Anubis. Later on changed to Setan and now known as Satan. You see how they take our cultures, they take our concepts and stuff and turn it into evil. Like I said, Anubis is the god of the afterlife. And what he did was he judged you in the afterlife. He weighed your heart on a beside a feather on a scale, and if your heart was heavier than a feather, you went to hell. If your heart was lower than a feather, you went to heaven. And we understood this was just a consciousness. Hell and heaven is just a consciousness. It's not a place. All right. So like I said, bro, Anubis, the god of the afterlife, and like I said, he judges you in afterlife. had a dog head. He had a dog head. When you reverse the word God, when you reverse the word God, you see that it's dog. And God, what does God do? He judges you in the afterlife. See, that's what I'm saying. A lot of things are metaphorical, and they're taken from they're taken from our history. Now, a lot of people get the misconcept of us worshiping these gods. We did not worship these. You cannot worship a God that you know didn't exist. These were just, metaphors. It's Egyptian mythology, bro. It's like the Bible, bro. The Bible is literally mythology. I don't care what you say, bro. It's not facts. It is an allegory of the truth. It's lies covered up. Now, and it's taken from multiple cultures. But I'm gonna go ahead and get back to the presentation, bro. So what y'all gotta understand is that, bro, like I said, bro, we did not worship these people, bro. These are representations. Just like the eye of Horus right here was a representation of your pineal gland. This is the same as how Anubis was a representation of your consciousness.